Hey friends and fellow gamers, it's MKxJUMP here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out this week's event for Idle Heroes. However, before we go check out all the juicy stuff we have for this week, I'd love to give a quick shout out to a few individuals that have decided to back me on Patreon this week. So let's have a huge round of applause, a huge shout out to Ehav Tok, Carter Thomas, Tyler Barrier, and Jared Fong. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Every little donation and contribution helps me keep doing what I'm doing. And if you want to be like those guys to support the content I make here, you can find up there in the top corner of the screen a way to do just that. As well, guys, 1 second. We have merch! Yeah, merch! No. Merch! Yes! A brand new t-shirt available for you guys to get your hands on right now. The Apple Juice t-shirt. It is available in black, in white, and in navy and grey. So if you want to pick it up, guys, go over to the merch store, MKxJUMP.com, to get yourself some merch. There we go. Anyway, oh my word, I'm a mess. Let's go check out this week's event for Idle Heroes. So folks, it's weird. We have a campaign loot drop event and profit orb event at the same time. And I think this is something that's not going to change. I think we're actually stuck with it. So I will explain why I think this is happening in the future. Last week I suggested it might be because there's another event on the way. But the more I look at it and based on what we've seen for next week's event, I don't think that's the case. So when we look at next week's event, I will explain why I don't think it's the case. But for now, just be comfortable in the fact that you're going to get 100 Masquerade Masks, which is the currency for the campaign loot drop event, and as well you're going to get 1 Profit Orb. So actually we're getting a lot more value out of this week's event as a whole. So that's nice. So make sure you're logging in every day to claim all that. Those orbs will help you do the Profit Orb event, and those masks will help you do the Masquerade event. Anyway, if you take a look at the value packages for this week, these have also changed. Basically, because it's a combination of 2 events, they've mushed them together. Now, my guess is they didn't make much money during the Wishing Fountain and Campaign Loot Drop event. So instead, they've mushed it in with other events. And as well, it tightens up the calendar. We've got Sky Labyrinth now, so I think we're back to a 4-week schedule. And if we take a look at these value packages, we're going to get 5,000 gems, 40 Profit Orbs, and 600 Masquerade Masks for the humble price of $100. And then it will scale down depending on how much you're prepared to spend. Which, honestly, it's better than the normal Profit Orb stuff we're used to, because these Masquerade Masks are actually exceptionally useful if you go across to the Dreamy Masquerade, where we can cash them in. You can pick up Ruyi Scepter, you can pick up Tussalago, Fiona, and Delacium, and these cost different amounts. Throughout the week, you can expect to get around 23 to 2,400 of these things as a free-to-play player who's just logging in frequently enough to get as many as possible. So that means you can get Delacium for free, provided you're logging in and you don't get super unlucky. But you can also, if you want to spend some universal crystals or maybe a little bit of cash, you can pick up a Fiona. Don't go for Tussalago, she's not that great, and Ruyi Scepter's here, which is nice. It is the fastest artifact in the game, giving the most speed, which makes it very good for PvP. And in addition, it's actually not a bad artifact on an energy feed team for someone like an Amun-Ra, and some people are even using Ruyi Scepter on Jara as well, so it's also a good choice there. So it's not a terrible artifact, it's just very focused on PvP, so if you're not interested in that kind of stuff, that's fine, I understand. But actually, Ruyi Scepter Jara, I believe, is actually quite good in the Void as well, so maybe some people want to consider doing that as well. However, there are better artifacts out there for you to get for your team that are going to be more valuable for your account, such as Magic Stone Sword or Punisher of Immortal and Demon Bell. They're mainly go-to picks. And for PvP, I really do think Snowheart is going to be a killer artifact. We just have to wait for it to be available. They did apply it to the Mysterious Chests, but we didn't actually know if that was going to stick. So that was Anniversary. So I think the next time we're going to see a Mysterious Chest is probably going to be Sky Labyrinth. So that will really tell us if Snowy, whatever it's called, a Snowheart, Iceheart, Snowheart, that's the one. If that's going to be available in a Mysterious Chest. So we'll have to wait for next week for that, because next week is, spoiler alert, Sky Labyrinth. Anyway, let's rewind a little bit to go take a look at what else is available. We have a crystal package here, and this is pretty good. For 50 bucks, you're going to get yourself 5,000 gems, 10 Cores of Transcendence, 300 Universal Crystals, 30 Glorious Relics, and a 5-star selection chest which is not bad. If I'm honest, it includes every hero in the game except for light and dark heroes, so that's really nice. And yeah, I can't complain about this. For 50 bucks, that's a lot of stuff. These universal crystals can be used not just in this event, but any campaign loot drop event. Glorious relics are a great way to get your hands on artifacts during the Glorious Boost, which is actually here this week and returns every 2 weeks as well, if you don't like the look of any of the artifacts that are available this week. And 5,000 gems is not bad. That's the normal amount of gems you'll get from a $100 package. So I think this is just a win-win. Very pleased with this indeed. So yeah, I think I am going to pick this up on my VIP series account. You guys don't have to, but it is pretty good. You're getting a 5-star hero chest and all this stuff as well. The cores on their own are arguably worth 50 bucks. So yeah, I cannot complain. I think this is a fantastic package, and I'm very, very happy to see it. Anyway, if we continue on, more stuff you can purchase. The Midsummer Supplies. This is what you get every day. Don't be confused. They're not ripping us off and selling us 2 profit orbs for 1,500. They're selling us 14 profit orbs for 1,500, which is bonkers. That is so cheap. Like, bear in mind, if you go across to the marketplace, you can buy profit orbs for 500, and a good value profit orb is probably about 450, and that's going to be from the Celestial Island merchant or the merchants in Aspen Dungeon. But no, this event, they've been so crazy as to give us 14 profit orbs for 1,500. That's technically 14 for the price of 3. It's pretty crazy. And also, if you wanted even more profit orbs, you can spend 20 bucks, and all this week, you're going to get 5 profit orbs a day. So that's 35 profit orbs. And this is cumulative. So provided you just, wait it out, you're going to get this for 7 days. And I'm guessing, and this is a guess, that this will probably all come in slowly throughout the week. And I think this number will get higher and higher and higher. Or the timer starts from when you buy it. The only way to know for sure is if someone actually buys it. So let me know in the comment section down below. But my guess is this accumulates throughout the week and then you can just finally buy it and get everything. But of course, it's just as likely that it's just for the next 7 days after buying this, you get all that stuff. And on the 7th day, you get a Gloria copy, which honestly is a bit weird because Glorious Relics, fantastic. Profit Orbs, fantastic. The Gloria I don't get. It kind of ruins this package for me. If this was just 1,000 gems every day, I would buy that in an instant. But the Gloria kind of puts me off. It's just like this psychological pullback where I'm like, oh, well, I don't really want Gloria. So I'm not sure. If DH Games had just made this like a 5-star hero selection chest, or even just a forest hero selection chest, just something a little more freeing that gave us a little more choice, it would be so much better. But I think just giving us a Gloria is a bit awkward, because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't really like Gloria, they don't think she's very good. But then again, on the VIP series, this will be my 4th copy of Gloria if I buy this, so maybe we do build Gloria just to see how good she is. But then again, I already kind of have a path to progress, and Gloria isn't on that path, so I don't know how I feel about this in the grand scheme of things, but it seems okay. For 20 bucks, you're going to get 35 Profit Orbs and 35 Glorious Relics. So it's not terrible, but honestly, if you didn't buy this, you're not going to miss it. It's just some Profit Orbs and some Relics. Now, I get it. Relics are amazing. Relics are fantastic, but 35, that's less than a tenth of what you need to pick up an artifact from the Glorious Boost. It's not the end of the world if you don't get it. Anyway, let's go take a look at the Profit Orb stuff. For 10 Profit Orbs done, you're going to get yourself a 4-star Light and Dark Shard. It's pretty standard. For 20, we're going to get a Forest 5-star. For 30, we're going to get an Abyss 5-star. For 40 and 50, you get your usual Light and Darks. And for 60 this time, we're going to be getting a Gustin and a Core of Transcendence. So that's pretty cool. Gustin is a fun hero, not necessarily super meta, but he certainly looks, in my opinion, the coolest hero in the game. But that's kind of like, I've always liked the skull aesthetic. I think, what's his name? Cubone in Pokemon has always been one of my favorite Pokemon. So I like the skull aesthetic. So if you're into it, he's pretty cool, but he's not amazing. He's a good support hero, but he's not amazing. In addition, Gloria, solid hero. Not amazing, just it's a newer hero, so obviously this is her Profit Orb event. They always like giving new heroes in Profit Orb events, which means, a month or two after their release, you guys have a chance to pick them up without having to use Heroic Scrolls. You can just get them from Profit Orbs. So it was inevitable that this was going to be the case. If you guys want to get Gloria, go ahead, use your orbs. If you don't, that's fine. Actually, we are going to be doing a Profit Orb event live on stream today. So if you're watching this and it is still Friday for you, why not go check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MKxJUMP, because at 8 PM GMT, we are going to be doing a Prophet Orb opening, and sign up is still open if you guys want to enter in and have a chance of getting chosen. That's going to be for Android users, and just make sure to direct message me your login information so that if you do want to take part and you can't make the stream, I can still access your account. So just let me know what server you're on, how many orbs you want to use, and obviously the factions you want to use them in, and I'll try and get all that sorted for you. Instructions are on the Discord. Just join the Discord and you can find out all the information. Links in the description. Anyway, let's carry on. We've already looked at the Dreamy Masquerade. If none of this appealed to you, that's fine. The Dasmo skin is kind of meh. So honestly, just if you want to, pick up Prophet Orbs or Heroic Summon Scrolls. They're generally the better two. Maybe you want to go for Prophet Orbs because this is a Prophet Orb event. You might get the last few Prophet Orbs you need. But also, Heroic Summon Scrolls are perfectly fine. They're the best two options to generally go for if you're not attracted to the first 4 items here. So yeah, that's what most people go for. I usually grab Prophet Orbs or Heroic Summon Scrolls because, you know, a Delasium's nice, but you don't really need it. So, yeah, I totally get it if you just go for those. And, yeah, let's mosey on down. Heroic Miracle. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. Carrie is finally in Heroic Miracle. It has been a long time coming. Honestly, they've given Drake in Heroic Miracle, Amon-Ra. Have they given Russell at some point? They've given Ada at least twice. But here we go. Finally, we're getting a Carrie for free. Only issue I have with this, it's a little long time coming. She is mainly a PvP hero, and sure, she has great usefulness in the Void Vortex, but outside of that, she's not really a fantastic hero. I'd much rather get Drake or Amon-Ra on my team, so she is competing with other Dark heroes for your resources, and if you're not focused on PvP, she's not the best Dark hero in the world. But she's still brilliant. She steals energy. She is absolutely phenomenal as a hero, and you can't complain. A carry copy for free is simple. And if you're thinking, wait, how is this free? It's easy. All you have to do is get 2 5-star lights, 2 5-star darks, and 3 5-stars from all the other factions, and you get everything. All these Heroic Summon Scrolls, all these Prophet Orbs, and the carry copy if you do all of that. So that's brilliant. Also, this armor can be used and broken down if you need some armor crystals to, you know, suffuse your resonance gear to whatever hero it is you're after, or you could just keep the armor and use it on your heroes, or maybe even upgrade it if you want. So yeah, Heroic Miracle is great. The hero available is great for most people anyway if you were trying to build a carry, which most people generally are, if we're honest. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And next up, we have Almost Workshop, which is good to see. So Almost Workshop is going to stick around for the next 2 weeks, which is really, really good. So I'm happy to see this. Almost Workshop allows you to break down your fancy smancy artifacts, or maybe build some new ones and just go wild and get the highly upgraded versions of artifacts. This is where you can get your Punisher of Immortals up, you can get your Demon Bells up, and you can unlock their inner powers to make them extra powerful. If you haven't already seen, obviously a lot of these abilities are fantastic, and they make the artifact way stronger than it would normally otherwise be. So yeah, go check this out. It's a great way to improve it, but obviously you do need artifacts, so it's something more for endgame players than brand new players. But even brand new players, if you have 2 Punisher of Immortals, mush them together, and it's going to do more damage. If you've got 2 Kiss of Ghosts, mush them together, and you're able to give your hero a little bit of healing. So yeah, it's nice. Go and enjoy Almost Workshop, go wild, and have some fun. It's here for the next 2 weeks. And what's also here for the next 2 weeks is Glorious Boost. This is a place where you can exchange 400 Glorious Relics for any of the artifacts you see here. So you could get Candy Bar, although I wouldn't really recommend it. Kiss of Ghost as well, nice. You did get one a couple of weeks ago on Anniversary, but if you didn't, you could grab one here. But then again, do bear in mind, Kiss of Ghost is often given for free, so again, I wouldn't really recommend it. To be honest, of all the artifacts here that I would go for, Receptor and Punisher of Immortal are the only 2 that jump out for me. I really do think that most early game players need 4 Punisher of Immortals to get a splendid Punisher, or even just 2 just to have a glittery. So yeah, getting as many Punisher of Immortals as you can as an early game player is fantastic. For those of you looking for a little something in PvP, whether you want to have better control on your Transcendence Jara, or maybe you want to have more speed and Petrified chance on your Amon-Ra, this is a great artifact to have. Even I use just a Receptor on my carry because it's the fastest artifact in the game, so my carry who is focused on speed is just quicker because she has a Receptor. So it's really nice. It's a very versatile artifact, but it is very PvP focused. Bear in mind, CC and speed are just tempo control things, which matter way more in PvP than any other game modes. So just be mindful that if you are going to go focusing on artifacts, it's best to go for high damage, high impact, let's get Seal Land done artifacts like Punisher of Immortal and Kiss of Ghost than it is to go for Receptor. Although I will say, if none of these things are jumping out to you, it may be worth just waiting. Because let's think about this. You could have a Demon Bell, you could have Magic Stone Sword, Golden Crown, Augustus Magic Ball. They're going to happen in the Glorious Boost, which is in a month's time. So if you just wait for this Glorious Boost to blow over and wait for next month, there is going to be Magic Stone Sword, Golden Crown, Augustus Magic Ball, and Demon Bells. So yeah, if none of these artifacts jump out to you, that's fine. Just save your relics and wait for that, guys. I mean, artifacts aren't going anywhere. Glorious Boost will always return on this 2-monthly cycle. So yeah, it's fine. It's going to be coming. It's going to come back. And yeah, just enjoy it, man. Just if you want to buy these over the next 2 weeks, you can. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. So yeah, it's a pretty solid event, honestly. It's a nice combination of Prophet Orbs and the campaign loot drop. Gives us a lot to do. Just make sure you're logging in as frequently as possible so that you can claim your loot and get the stuff from here. I didn't actually get anything there. That's a shame. But hey, you know, just keep logging in, keep it coming in, and you should have a little grand old time. In addition, let me mosey on across to the event preview. Let's see what's next week. So we have the Sky Labyrinth returning. So if you don't know how this works, you use Sky Labyrinth pickaxes to make yourself go through and make progress. It's the mithril pickaxes. It's pretty standard. There's plenty of videos on it by either me or Barry. There's a lot of content out there explaining how it works. We'll cover it a little more next week. In addition, Mysterious Chests are back. So that's normal. Sky Labyrinth is combined with Mysterious Chests a lot of the time, and that's good. And they're offering Forcus again. Don't like that. He was available 2 months ago. I don't know why they've put him back in, but, you know, at least we know we're going to be spending 8,000 gems to get a Forcus copy, guild coins, and glorious relics. So that's pretty standard, and that's going to be next week. Again, we'll cover that in next week's video. And as well, Wishing Fountain has combined with Sky Labyrinth. That's new. So what I think DH Games have done here is they've basically decided, look, campaign loot drop isn't making us much money. Wishing Fountain, again, isn't making them much money. It's the same event normally. And I think they've just gone, you know what? Screw this. We're just going to merge them with events that are making us money, because hopefully it will incentivize people to spend more and apply more value to those events so that people will spend more cash. Totally makes sense as a business model. And honestly, I always have felt the campaign loot drop and Wishing Fountain was a dead week. Nothing really happened. There wasn't much content to cover, so I am not going to miss that event at all. I like that they've gotten rid of it, merged it with 2 other much better events. Like, I like Prophet Orbs, I like Heroic Summons, I like Sky Labyrinth, I like Imp's Adventure. That's 4 really good events, and honestly, I always did feel that campaign loot drop and Wishing Fountain was the weakest event in the grand scheme of Idle Heroes. So it's nice that they've torn it away, got rid of it, and just merged it into some events to make us head back to a 4-week event cycle and also just have what is better events. So you can't complain about this. And Wishing Fountain, yeah, it's going to be King Barton next week, which, that's neither here nor there. He's not that great. But, you know, it's an Abyss hero if you needed one. So yeah, not too bad on the grand scheme of things, and I do like that Wishing Fountain isn't going to be a tedious, cumbersome event anymore, so happy days. And of course, Almost Workshop, Glorious Boost will carry on over into next week. So yeah, that's everything. It seems pretty solid. I'm not going to complain. Next week looks good. This week looks good. We've got Carrie from Heroic Miracle. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I like this a lot. I think we're on track for some really good events now in Idle Heroes, and it's going to make what is normally a fairly mundane period in the grand scheme of things. Like, Idle Heroes gets fairly slumpish after Anniversary, because there's all the hype, and then it gets a bit boring. So it's nice that things are keeping steady. We're getting some good events in here. And I think with the VIP series going, there's still going to be a lot of buzz and a lot of excitement. So yeah, be sure to stay tuned with all my content. Obviously, hit that subscribe button if you want to catch my event reviews or any of the other content I make here on YouTube. And of course, if you want to check out my content live, much like our Prophet Orb event opening, which is actually happening today, if you're watching this on the day that this video is released, be sure to join me at twitch.tv/MKxJUMP. Anyway, guys, that's all from me today. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and I'll see you next time. Have a great week, and happy idling.